sports. It's in the game.
That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Wow, just 1 snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now May on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Frazier. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Looking to throw. Melvin. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Throwing on first down. Melvin got it complete to Khalil Shakir. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Motion man is Shakir. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Back to throw. Melvin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Melvin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's May. And completes it again to Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Barkley, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And New York set to take the field. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Second down, here's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Melvin. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff, able to fight through one tackle. The Steelers at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they are up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now here's a throw that's complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Jordan Addison, 31 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll throw with May. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Melvin. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Tracy trying the right side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Melvin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Melvin. That is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first down. Melvin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Throwing now, May on first down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's May. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. May. He finds his man complete. That's Frazier. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's May. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing here is May. He finds his man complete. It's Frazier. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Bryce Young, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. A first down carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Melvin, and the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake. Melvin. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To the air, May. He'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And they go play action with May. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2 yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun. Melvin on the slant. He finds Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down. Melvin. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw. Melvin. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Operating from the gun. Melvin. Shakir hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking to throw. Melvin. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter. The
attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They're down here in the 4th, and
that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down, all smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now back to throw. Complete to Washington. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On third down, Barkley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll try and throw for it with May. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they complete it, and stopped the clock in the end.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This is 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last shot at the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.